Marissa with Risseray Salon, and today we'll be doing a hair tutorial on how to do a top knot. My model Christine here wanted to know how to do one with fine textured hair, so I'm going to show you. To achieve this style today, I'll be using Dry Shampoo by KMS Hair Play. I'd like to start with this to just dirty up the texture, especially with that fine hair, just so you can get a little grab and hold in there. And then after I spray that in, I'm going to be using a curling wand. You just want to do this really loose and natural. You don't need it to be super tight spirals. That's just going to give it a little bend and a little texture to it also. Next we'll be using a fine tooth comb to add some teasing to get a little bit of volume in that messy texture. Also, you'll need a clip to pin up hair that you're not going to be needing. Next we're going to be using just a standard black hair tie, and that's just what's going to hold all of your hair up, and just a couple bobby pins just in case you have any loose pieces that you want to pin down. And then finally we're going to finish the look off with hairspray. My favorite is Sebastian Shaper Plus, but any hairspray would do. Okay, so after you've sectioned off your hair to go ahead and curl it, you're going to want to take your curling wand, and this is just to add a little bit of texture. You don't have to have every piece curled or everything perfect. So what I like to do is take all of the hair around your face and your hairline and curl that backwards. So I also like a curling wand for this just because it's easier to get some of the hair in there and you don't have to mess with the clip and everything. Go ahead and just let that fall. And it doesn't matter either with your pattern that you're doing your curls. The less pattern there is, the better to your texture. So you just want to kind of do some pieces forward and some back. It's always easier to part down the middle of your head and pull all of your hair to the front and curling away from your face that way. Also, it's okay to curl all of it away and all going one direction on either side, because this is a messy look, and again, consistency doesn't matter for this. Run your fingers through it just to get it nice and tousled for that messy look. This is also when I'm going to use our dry shampoo. I'm going to use this right around the roots and right around her face. Also, if you have a defined part like her, I like to kind of go on the opposite side and spray a little bit of that just to kind of encourage the hair to go that way. After you spray in your dry shampoo, we're going to start teasing it. I like to tease all of this hair back just like we curled it. I'm just going to give it a light spray with the hairspray just to kind of help hold that in. After teasing some of the roots, you're going to want to go around and tease the ends of your hair just really lightly just to get that messy texture that you're going for. So after we've hairsprayed the hair and kind of finger through the curls, next you're going to want to take a wider tooth comb and just kind of gently go over some of that teasing that you did. You don't want to comb it all out because you want this to be a rougher look and not too smooth. So I kind of like to use my fingers to grab the majority of what we're doing. Place the top knot a little higher than you're comfortable with because you can always adjust the placement later. Once you get your ponytail where you think that you're comfortable with the height and the placement, you're going to go ahead and pull your hair tie through. I have mine on my wrist over here. And what you want to make sure that you don't do is you don't want to pull your ponytail all the way through the holder. You just want to kind of half do it, twist your rubber band, and pull it back through. If you have less hair, you're going to need to do this more times, and for a tighter look, I'm going to wrap hers one more. Once your hair tie is secure, you can move the placement of your bun by grabbing the center of the ponytail and moving it around. If you pull it a little bit more forward, you're going to get a little bit more volume in the front, and if it's a little higher than you'd like, you can pull it down in the back. Also, some people like to have theirs off-centered or to the side, and this is also the perfect time to do that. So you're going to want to grab your bobby pins and just start pinning hair right into place. This part is where you're going to want to pay attention to the shape that your bun is taking, and just keep an eye on if it's the look that you're wanting to go for. Part of the placement that you're going to want is to hide that hair tie under there. So for me, who always uses black hair ties with blonde hair, you want to make sure you cover that up. Don't be afraid to mess up your bun a little bit. You can even pull hairs back out of the center of your hair tie just to kind of wrap them around and even hide a bobby pin or part of your hair tie. I'm going to give this one a little bit of a tease to it so that it has the same texture as the rest of her hair. To finish, I like to go ahead and pull the bun a little bit just to make this a little bit messier and a little big. Depending again on what you like and the shape that you want your hair will depend on how much you pull. I like to take my comb and pull out some of these pieces just around your face to kind of soften the look. Depending on if you like a lot of hair there, you could also do this with your bangs out or more fringe in the front if you want. Then I also like to just mess this up, pull it out a little bit. If you have a rat tail comb, you can put that in there and just pull a little and get a little more volume and a little bit more mess out of it. Now that you're happy with the look of your top knot, you want to just finish it off with some hairspray, and remember that it's the imperfections that make this look perfect. I love the top knot, and the look is easiest to achieve on dirty hair, and that makes it a great easy style to do for a date night or to wear to work or to just wear out or just around the house. I hope you guys enjoy this fantastic